Hi, how are you? Welcome to my home and breakfast. This is a new show. It's called Jane's Got Issues. And you know, I brought someone here today to help me think about these issues because this is Joel Tyner, county legislator. We have a couple of friends here, my family and some friends. And we also have, this is really the reason why I'm doing this, because there's been a lot of issues coming up and I want to know what I can do locally and what I can do to help. And I thought, what's better than, oh my goodness, those really are very small hands.
What happened to his hands?
Well, they're very small, as we all know. So, Joel, I brought my friend Joel here, who I've known for 30 years, about 30 years, went to high school with my husband, to talk about some of the issues. One of the issues he's brought up to me recently is the budget county surplus, the Dutchess County surplus of the budget. What should we do with that? Joel, what do I care about that?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Jane. From 1996, excuse me.
Just the short answer, Joel.
Like I was saying, from 1996 through the end of 2012, that's 17 full years. The average fund balance, budget surplus, money left over at the end of each year, was $20 million.
Sounds like a lot.
Right. But 4 years ago, the county executive and the Republicans in the county legislature, they decided to change the county sales tax revenue sharing formula. When you go to a store and buy something, you pay sales tax. In every single city, town, and village, municipality in Dutchess County. They decided to change that to basically take a lot of money away from the city of Poughkeepsie, from Rhinebeck, from Clinton, from every single municipality in Dutchess County, to keep it for the county coffers, to help Molinaro balance the county budget. So it's good for the county. Unfortunately, it's bad for. So that's basically where the huge fund.
Okay. So
because right now we have a $57 million fund balance because they've been taking so much. They've been taking about $2.5 million a year away from the folks in Poughkeepsie. There's a huge budget deficit now after 3 years of doing that. They've been taking $50,000 a year for the last 3 years from Rhinebeck. Same thing in Clinton.
Okay. All right. So now we got some money. Where should we spend it? My son Alberto has some ideas.
I think we should spend it on the DART for women's health, and also solar panels. Solar panels are a thing that we really need to talk about because with $57 million, that's enough money to put solar panels on every single house.
I think that's great. Now, also, seniors, what do you think about what grandma, you have a grandma, she lives in Rhinebeck.
She does.
And if she had places to go, what sort of thing do you think might be good for her?
A senior citizen's home?
Not a home, but maybe a center, like a
center.
kind of place she could go, play games, meet friends, things
And
like
didn't
that.
I hear that it's only 5 days, it's only 4 days a week, when it would only take $200,000 to get it up to 5 days a week? With $57 million,
I think we can do that.
we can definitely do that.
Okay, so one of Joel's issues, one of the things I'm interested in is this budget surplus. I hear there's a meeting December 7th.
Nope, that's Pearl Harbor Day. It's Monday, December 5th at 7
December
p.m.
5th, 7th, yes, December 5th.
At 7
in
p.m.
Poughkeepsie.
Monday, December 5th, 7 p.m. on the 6th floor of the county office building right opposite the Bardavon. You know, you go to the DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles to do your thing. You go to the 6th floor of that building. That's where the county legislature's chambers are held.
And one of the things that Joel's been interesting me in is that really it does matter if 5 of us turned up at something. Joel tells me that everybody's like, "What? There's 5 people here. What's going on? I better stop snoozing and start talking about what I'm actually spending the money on." So it really does matter if we get out. One of the other things that's become very important since, can we stop wiggling around over there off camera? One of the things that I think is important, especially since we've had some new people here. Oh no! Is immigration and illegal.
That
people.
is your president for the next 8 years, and you will respect him.
Well, I have dolls of everybody, but I'm just telling you that
Out of the frying pan into the fire of bacon and something.
Okay, so the point is, what's this thing about a sanctuary town or sanctuary city? I heard that was one of my somebody I know, Gina, I think, posted that. Gina Fox. She's interested in making Rhinebeck a sanctuary.
To her great credit, Gina Fox is a member of the Rhinebeck Village Board. I've been saying for a while now that Dutchess County should be a sanctuary county, but basically this means that the village of Rhinebeck would not cooperate with federal ICE, immigration, customs, and enforcement, not give them data, and not basically facilitate and help immigrants, undocumented workers being deported. And New York City, Chicago, so Los Angeles, I think maybe
Santa
Denver,
Fe,
Seattle, Portland, Oregon, Minneapolis. There's lots of different places all across the country since the election that have said, you know what, we're not going along with this fascism. Also, building off what he said, the DART program, DART, that's the Domestic Abuse Response Team. And right now, women there's domestic violence in the home. If you live in City of Poughkeepsie, Town of Poughkeepsie, or Beacon or Hyde Park, the Dutchess County District Attorney works with family services, and those women are protected to a certain extent, so the burden is taken off them to look out for their own safety. But domestic violence happens all over Dutchess County, not just in Poughkeepsie, Beacon, Hyde Park. So there's no reason why, with a $57 million fund balance, that program can't be expanded.
Absolutely.
I've been raising hell about that for a while.
Right, I think that's important.
The Citizens Advisory Committee on Domestic Violence in Dutchess County, I got them last year to look at that, and they came out with a recommendation last summer, 2015, saying, let's expand the DART program to cover Rhinebeck, to cover Wappinger, and I even got the Dutchess County District Attorney Bill Grady 2 weeks ago to say,
Okay.
But have they done it yet?
All right, well,
I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Well, but really, we're here because I have issues. And one of my issues is, what the hell am I supposed to do? Like, on a regular basis, I'd like you to give me one action item. And then I think we have to cut this off because people, they got their breakfast to have. They got places to go and people to see. They got to go sledging, as we call it in England. Where's the best place to go sledging?
All of the places.
All of the places? Where do you
Mills
think?
Mansion.
Mills Mansion, Burger Hill, Montgomery Place of Bard.
Yeah, Montgomery Place.
Right. Okay, well, we'll go to all those places. But, Joel, if I could do one thing this week, like one actual thing, what would it be? Apart from spread the word, what could I do?
Send an email to all 25 of us in the county
25 of you in the
legislature, because I represent Rhinebeck and Clinton in the county legislature. Send it to county legislators, TORS, county legislators at dutchessny.gov. And what he talked about solar, there are places all over the country that have said we're going to be 100% fossil fuel free by 2030, by 2035. Burlington, Vermont, East Hampton already doing it. There's a Republican mayor in San Diego by 2035 going to be fossil fuel free. And the last thing, homeless people. This past Wednesday night, there were 12 homeless people turned away out into the cold at the Hudson River Housing Hillcrest homeless shelter. They're not given enough money by the county. With a $57 million fund balance, nobody should be turned away. There's only 60 beds. There's only 60 beds. And I just found out this morning that Hudson River Housing apparently is threatening tonight in 29-degree weather is forecasted to turn away a whole bunch of people because they didn't meet their case management obligations. The only problem is supposedly the appointments windows are very infrequent. And I heard that a drunk person was turned away from overnight shelter. If you're a drunk homeless person, you need to be out of the cold. I've been advocating for over a decade for Dutchess County to do homeless first. The drug addicts and the alcoholics are people too. Give them their apartments, give them their support services, their treatment. It saves money. How come we're not doing this, Jane?
Well, all these things are really important, but I need like one task.
County
I'm a busy
legislators,
lady. I'm making
email.
these meals.
Send an email.
Like making dolls. I've got a lot
By the
going
way,
on.
he should be. I'm sorry. We love you, Donald.
No, we don't.
Give me the dog.
What are you gonna do? Okay.
Okay, now the FBI and the Secret Service are going to be coming
Hair
after
looks
you.
like
Anyway, they're coming after all of us. So
Okay.
anyway,
What am I
email.
gonna
Send an
do?
email to, aside from putting December 5th on your calendar,
Yeah.
county legislators at dutchessny.gov.
And what am I saying?
Say, hey, you guys have a fund balance that's 2.5 times what it's been for decades. How come homeless people are still being turned away? How come we don't how come we don't, that's him, not me. How come we have a 4-day week for the senior friendship centers instead of a 5-day week? How come the domestic abuse response team only covers Poughkeepsie, Hyde Park, and Beacon?
Okay.
And
Okay, so I should if I send an email, that would
it goes to all 25 of us. It makes a difference.
It makes a difference. How many, if 10 people send an email, what would we get?
That makes a huge difference. In 2000,
Can Alberto send an email?
yes.
Oh yeah.
Even better. So it'd be great. And we have this new project. You can look for it on Facebook. Kids Speak Out, viral video for Dutch. I know your son last night, and you don't. We're looking for 9 more kids. Okay, and hopefully this Sunday at the Rhinecliff Dock, because we need the voice. So many people are beaten down. So many people our age are beaten down. We need kids, 10 kids, to put together a video, very quick, short little thing about the county budget.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well,
We're on stick.
Thank you very much for coming to first episode of Jane's Got Issues. I got a lot more issues, and I'm gonna try and get a little clearer in the next things. And I'm also gonna do a little cooking and possibly a little work with the glue gun and some Barbies. So please come back.
I'm Joel Tyner, and I approve this message.
Also, Brien Trump